Warning: if you are against the consumptive use and the ethical harvest of fur bearing animals, please leave this channel now. This is no place for pansies, sissies, or crybabies. Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. So, guys, I've had a few questions asked over the last couple of days about bait stations and coyotes and about scent control when you're setting steel traps. So I thought I'd go ahead and touch on a couple of those issues right now, or some of those questions anyway. So the question was, why would a coyote keep coming back if there's no food there? Well, so I think what they were referring to is bait piles, and guys, you want to keep those baited up. Okay, you don't want to just bait them one time and then not ever go back to bait them again, because the idea is to keep the bait there to keep the coyotes coming, especially this time of the year. It is bad, bitter cold right now. Now is when those bait piles will really go to working for you. If you put them out, trust me, they will come. It's hard times on coyotes right now. We're supposed to get down to 14 below tonight. I think 15 below tomorrow night, or maybe I've got that backwards. It doesn't matter. 1 degree below isn't going to make a difference one way or the other. So anyway, we're supposed to be below zero at night for the next 3-4 nights in a row, maybe longer than that. It's hard times on coyotes. Snow's deep. We've got probably, I don't know, I'm guessing somewhere between 14, 16 inches on the ground. It is hard time on coyotes right now. Happiness is a large gut pile. So if you can get in there, if you can get back in those draws and get back in those canyons and get those bait piles put out, they're going to hit them. They're going to find them and they're going to use them. Now, the big thing is to keep them baited. The other big thing is to hang enough snares once they start using that bait pile. Hang enough snares that when they come through, you roll on them and you roll on them hard. Okay, don't go in there and just hang one snare to a trail. You want to go in there and you want to pollute that damn thing, and make sure you've got enough cable hanging that when they come in there and they roll in there, that you're going to roll on them really hard. Take out 6, 8, 10 of them at a time. And there's places up in Canada that it's not uncommon to hang 100 snares on a bait pile and have 12, 15, 18 coyotes laying there when you come back through. So make sure you hang enough equipment to do the job and do it right. Now the other thing is if you can't use exposed bait in your state, and you're using that 5-gallon bucket full of bait like I showed with the PVC pipe coming up out of it for a wick, again, get that thing out there, get those trails hung, and hang a lot of snares on that thing. Because if they realize that they can't come in there and get a free meal, they may or may not roll back into it. But they will the first time around, and that's when you want to be ready for them. You want to make sure that you've got plenty of snares hung to take care of the problem, take care of the job when they do come through. Okay, I hope that answers some questions there. Now on to the scent control thing when you're putting steel traps in the ground, as far as dirt hole, flat sets, urine post sets, those kind of things. Question is, do you wear gloves? I do. Okay, I do, because it was beat into my head from the day of birth that that's just what you do. You wear gloves when you handle the traps, when you're putting the set in. You do not wear gloves when you're handling bait and lure. Okay, I do that barehanded because I don't want to get anything on that trap that's going to contaminate it. That was just beat into me from the day of birth that that's just what you do and how you do it. The other reason I do it is because I chew. Okay, I don't want those tobacco smells on my trap itself. Now, do I really think it makes a whole lot of difference in this day and age with as many people as there are compared to what there was 50, 75, 100 years ago? Probably not. Probably doesn't make a bit of difference. But it's just something that's a phobia to me that I do, okay? They come in contact with us on a daily basis. They smell us, they see us, they hear us. They smell diesel fuel and transmission fluid and hydraulic fluid and oil and cigarette smoke and tobacco and the whole plethora of things that are out there now, because we're out there. So I don't think it probably bothers them too much, unless that coyote is really neophobic, if he's had a really bad experience with people, and Probably the majority of them have, because again, they're so persecuted, and there's so many people out there chasing them. You got night hunters and all kinds of crazy stuff out there now. Yeah, they've at one point in time have probably had a bad experience with us, if that coyote has any age to him at all. Okay, well, right now, here we are. We're getting close into the middle of January. Everybody that's survived by now has had an encounter with a human. So things are going to get a little tough. Things are going to get a little tricky now. You've got to do, I've stated this before, I'm an old bull rider, so I listen to some old rock and roll, and you've got to go in there and do the tighten up on them now. You can't be sloppy and haphazard with your sets. You've got to get right down and tighten things up and be in tune with them now. So things are changed. Things are a little different. But as far as scent control, I wear hip boots. I wear gloves. The reason I wear hip boots, I've got bad knees, and getting up and down off that old cold, wet ground, that dampness and cold sets in there, and the arthritis gets to me a little bit. So I just wear the hip boots more than anything to protect my joints. I do wear gloves, like I said. It's probably not a necessity anymore like it used to be, but it's still something that I just do. You do what you got to do to make up your own mind as far as whether it's right for you or not. Our trip to Louisiana has been postponed for a few days here. We were supposed to already be there, but with the weather that came in, we got hung up. Now they're talking there's 3 to 5 inches of snow coming into Arkansas, the whole state of Arkansas actually, on Monday. And I love Arkansas, but y'all don't have the equipment to handle that kind of snow problem. You don't have the salt, you don't have the plows, that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hang up here for one more day, or for a few more days. We're going to leave out of here on Wednesday, and should be going into should be in Louisiana by Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. So look for videos there. Guys, I appreciate everything you've done for this channel. I appreciate every one of you, and if you would please just hit that thumbs up for me. That's all I'm asking. Once again, this is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.